Hey everyone, it's your resident alien, and today we're checking out the System Gate 2-player battle box. Hey everyone, Escaped Alien here. So today, I am once again checking out some more System Gate product. This one is going to be the 2-player battle box. So once I get the plastic wrap off, we'll explore it a little bit more. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and switch to human hands. Now that's better. Okay, let's get this plastic off. So a lot of System Gate product tries to reduce plastic waste, so you don't necessarily see a ton of plastic in it. But this one did come with little plastic kind of deck holders, so it looks like you can check out the official website for more rules, cards, videos, and news. Little QR code to scan. And then it does come with this little quick start rules, so that's super handy. This looks like it's a nice introductory product to System Gate. Gives you win conditions, preparing for battle, how to play. So you got different phases: start turn, energize, main phase, battle phase, rest, stand, so different card conditions there. Power is red, crit is white, and defense is blue. So power is how much damage the card deals to units, crit is how much damage the card deals to players, and defense is how much damage the unit can take before it is destroyed. Gives you a nice breakdown of all the different aspects of the card, different abilities, traits, gate master skills, and then different skill types. So you have like counter, penetrate, move. Those look like they're highlighted on the card. Very cool. I'm going to have to check that out further. But it's nice to see that System Gate does include those quick start rules in some of these decks. So let's go ahead and check out the decks then. Let's start with this dinosaur looking guy with a flaming sword. Okay, so here's our dinosaur. So that's a two-sided full art. So I'd assume, and I'm really not sure how the setup of System Gate works yet, so I don't know if this is a card that would be shuffled into your deck, and if so, I guess you'd have to put them in sleeves, or if that's something that's kind of off to the side. So I'll have to look into it more. But this is Great Blazing Heart. Burn Ova AS. So when I attack, if you have no unit in the center, give one of your other cards plus 5,000 power and penetrate this turn. When I deal damage to a player, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a Flaredrake unit and add it to your deck. Shuffle your deck. That's a very solid card. But being the kind of exterior artwork of the card, I'd assume that'd be your main card. So we have Volcano Valley. You may use Venus cards. Your starting life is 18. Use once per turn. You may pay 1 energy. If you do and your opponent's center has no units, choose an enemy unit on the left or right and move it to your opponent's center. Very cool artwork on that. So looks like that's going to be your gate. Assault token. This is a token and cannot be put into a deck. When your ASLT Gate Master skill triggers, add this token to your hand. Counter. Choose and use one of the following. Stand a Gate Master on your field. For this turn, give a unit plus 4,000 power and penetrate. When my attack destroys a center unit, deal damage to your opponent equal to my crit. All your cards gain +1 crit this turn. I dig the artwork on this one. Flame Tag Team, Blaze and Caliente. When I enter the field, choose an enemy unit and move it to an empty enemy left, right, or center. So it looks like you're getting 4 of those. Orion's Clothesline. Pay 1 energy, counter. If your opponent does not have a unit on the center, destroy a unit. So it looks like the field setup is super important for gameplay. 4 of those. Venus Energy. Choose a unit in battle. This unit gains plus 5,000 power, plus 5,000 defense, and revenge for this battle. You get an explanation of revenge. Revenge is if this unit is still on the field after it was attacked, deal damage to the attacking card. If the attacking card was a unit, the damage is equal to this card's power. If the attacking card was in the player zone, deal damage equal to this crit. I'm seeing a theme here. Looks like a lot of the cards have 4 to them in the deck. Melty Chef Dragon. When I attack, if there is no unit on your opponent's center, gain 1 life and put the top card of your deck into your energy. It has the move ability. Flame Battler, Blaze, Hitakaj. Probably saying that wrong. When I enter the field, destroy the enemy center unit. So this is giving off some aggressive vibes as far as gameplay goes. Flame Battler El Caliente. When I am summoned, drop a soul from an enemy center unit. If there is no center unit, move an enemy left or right unit to the enemy center. Okay, so regardless, you're forcing a unit to have that drop a soul. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of like control too. Okay. Crossfire Cyclone. You may only cast this card if you do not have a unit on your center. Cost, pay 2 energy. Destroy a unit on your opponent's center and deal damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed card's limit or crit. You choose which. Okay, so it looks like... Huh. So this is going to be the same card that you got in the full art form. So maybe the full art is just for like collectability purposes, and then you also have the play version, so that's pretty cool. So I think that might answer that question. Cost, pay 2 life. When I attack, if you have no unit in the center, give 1 of your other cards plus 5,000 power and penetrate this turn. When I deal damage to a player, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a Flaredrake unit and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Fire Spin Thorny. Nova Gift. When this card enters the field, if your opponent has no unit in the center, put the top card of your deck into your energy, and draw a card. Nova Gift only activates once per turn. Dragon Campfire. You may only cast this card if your life is 10 or less. Discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So that's a nice kind of restart card. Later in the game, maybe. Sapphire Scales. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn, and you do not have a unit in the center. Counter. Fizzle the attack and put the top card of your deck into your energy. Solar Breath. Destroy a Flaredrake on your field. Destroy an enemy unit or put the top 4 cards of your deck into your energy. Really like the artwork on that one too. Inherited Soul Sword. Cost, pay 1 energy. When this card link attacks, choose an attacking unit and stand it. So it looks like that's going to be our last 4 there. So this was a really cool deck to check out. Like, the artwork's pretty consistent in this one. So you may be thinking a lot of it's probably from the same artist. Could be wrong about that. But definitely seems like an aggressive control type deck. But until I fully know the gameplay, I won't 100% be sure. But with the exception of a few cards, it looks like every single card that I showed off, you're going to get 4 copies of. And I'd be really curious as I learn more about the game how much diversity you can kind of make in these decks, or if that's kind of how they work, that you're really working off of that 4-card structure, that play set. So in that deck, these are your 2 cards actually that you only get one of, which is the token and then Volcano Valley, which I believe is your warp gate. And then of course you get a single one of the full arts. So very cool. We'll go ahead and jump into the second deck now. And with System Gate, of course, we're checking out the product, but I really kind of want to, before I dive super deep into getting, you know, just a direct explanation of how the cards work, just trying to check how intuitive it is and what kind of gameplay styles we're looking at. I've said it before, but whenever I'm checking out a new card game, I like to go into it with some knowledge, but not a ton of knowledge. I really like kind of just figuring it out for myself a little bit, seeing how much it piques my interest. So here's our full art for this deck. And it looks like Avantgarde Aardvark. So this is an Aardvark character. Counter, at the start of your opponent's battle phase, you may rest me. If you do, choose one of your opponent's units and that unit attacks me. So that's a forced attack move. Very interesting. So here is our warp gate here. Artist Academy. You may use Uranus cards. Your starting hand is 5. Use once per turn. You may pay 1 energy. If you do, summon a limit 0 canvas token. See my back. And there's your token. All units have the... Can't really see that symbol if I'm being honest. Skills of cards in their soul. When your brush beast is destroyed, you may put that card into my soul. I am a token. I cannot be put into a deck, and when I leave the field, I am removed from the game. So that's your canvas token. Do you guys say Uranus or Uranus? That make you giggle? Alright, so here is a guard token. This is a token, cannot be put into a deck. When your GRD Gatemaster skill triggers, add this token to your hand. Counter, choose and use one of the following. When you are attacked, fizzle the attack. When you would take damage due to an enemy skill, reduce the damage to 0. When one of your units would be destroyed or returned to your hand, that card remains on the field. Then there's the backside, Assault token. This is a token and cannot be put into a deck. When your ASLT Gate Master skill triggers, add this token to your hand. So I'm guessing these are all just abbreviations for the card type. Counter, choose and use one of the following. Stand a Gate Master on your field. For this turn, give a unit plus 4,000 power and penetrate. When my attack destroys a center unit, deal damage to your opponent equal to my crit. All of your cards gain plus 1 crit this turn. So a lot of different options there. Sowing Scorpion. That's pretty cute. So let me see if I can figure out what that word is. Artemani? Is that the name of the... Yeah, so honestly, I know it's a symbol type, and if you knew what the deck was about, I'm sure that wouldn't be a big deal. But just looking at it directly, the fact that it kind of has a different text and a little bit of color in the background, it is kind of hard to read. So I'm going to have to look up what that is. But the Sowing Scorpion, when I attack, the attacking player takes 1 damage for each unit on all fields. When I am destroyed, you may put me into the soul of an enemy unit. Palette O' Friends. You may only cast this card if you have a Brush Beast item on your field. Search your deck for up to 1 Brush Beast unit that does not share a name with any other field card and summon it. Shuffle your deck. Splatter. Very cute artwork there. Cost, pay 2 energy. Counter, choose a brush beast in your drop. Put that card into the soul of any unit. Then you may summon up to 1 canvas token. Stroke Tiger. At the end of your opponent's main phase, choose a unit or item. That card gains the skill when this card attacks. Take 1 damage until it leaves the field. Gold Rush. Put the top 4 cards of your deck into your energy. You may only cast Gold Rush once per turn. Contrast Calico. I really dig the artwork on that one. A Mill L. Cost, pay 1 energy. When I am dropped from a soul, draw a card. Creepy pig. Magical Hogtie. Counter, return a unit on the field to its owner's hand. You may only cast Magical Hogtie once per turn. Yeehaw. Cast cost, pay 1 energy. Draw 2 cards. You may only cast Yeehaw once per turn. Painter's Tape. Counter, summon a canvas token and choose an enemy unit. That enemy card attacks 1 of your brush beast. Beastly Brush. Use, rest me and stand an enemy unit. That unit attacks 1 of your brush beast units. So that's the Advantage Aardvark, or excuse me, the Avant-Garde Aardvark. So we did go over that. First card in the deck is a full art. Glassblower Goose. Cost, pay 1 energy. I have 1000 defense. When I am destroyed, you may put me into the soul of an enemy unit. If you don't, gain 2 life. It looks like we're coming up to our last card for this deck. Lone Star Shield. You may only cast this during an attack on your opponent's turn, and if the attack is not a link attack, counter. Fizzle the attack, gain 1 life, and put the top card of your deck into your energy. Okay, so if I'm kind of reading this deck right, it seems like we have a lot of counter moves, or at least a handful of counter moves. So it looks like you are doing some stuff on your opponent's turn, and it kind of looks like, I'm not exactly sure how the soul stuff works, but it looks like you're kind of working off of your opponent's playable cards as well. And then I'm guessing fizzle the attack. I mean, if I had to guess, I would think that that means you're kind of fully stopping the attack, or at least stopping it to a degree. So pretty interesting. More fun artwork in this deck. So you can definitely see the various artists' art style. So it looks like we have I.E. Geyer. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I really dig this card. Kind of reminds you of someone, doesn't it? Then we have Emil, and that is L. Very cute art style by Emil L. And I really like I.E. Geyer's art style with how kind of kooky a lot of these characters look, and maybe a little bit creepier. So it's kind of a fun contrast seeing both of these artists in this deck. So that was really fun checking out these 2 deck profiles. So I'm guessing these decks were a little bit more designed to play against each other. So I think this is going to probably be my first game or 2, is trying out these decks against each other. But if you're interested in an indie CCG customizable card game that is really focused on the gameplay and does a great job with including community, small artists, highly recommend checking out System Gate. So I'm really looking forward to trying these decks out, seeing what the game is all about. So let me know in the comments what you think of System Gate. I'm sure Speed Robo Games will be available to answer any questions. If you join the Discord, I'm sure you can get a lot of your questions answered there as well. I'll put all of the information to System Gate in the description of this video if you want to learn more. And if you feel so kind as to leave me a like, it is always appreciated. Thanks for stopping by, guys. This has been Escaped Alien, checking out a System Gate deck set. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Signed prints available now at speedrobogames.com. Check the description of this video to find out more. Prints are limited to 25 copies and are numbered and signed by Annwn Art as well as Escaped Alien. Each print comes with a certificate and promo card. Promo cards are limited to 48 copies. Only 15 out of 48 of those copies will go to the public in future giveaways.